In the shooting of an innocent teen shot on a street in Queens last night. The victim is expected to be okay, but now the community and the teen's mother are demanding action and pleading for something to be done to stop all of the gun violence. She just spoke with Eyewitness News reporter Stefan Kim, who's live in Jamaica this afternoon with much more. Stefan.
Well, Liz, it was around 5 o'clock last night in this quiet part of Jamaica, Queens, when 4 teenagers wearing ski masks and hoodies in this sweltering summer heat opened fire on an innocent 17-year-old. This is surveillance video released by the NYPD capturing gun violence exploding in the middle of South Jamaica, Queens. In this video, you can see who cops believe are 4 teens in hoodies and ski masks opened fire on a 17-year-old. You can see him run for his life. His mother is furious.
He could lose his life just like that. They need to get the gun off the road. They need to do something about this.
The victim's mother asked us not to show her face or use her name. Her son was shot in his thigh as he ran from those bullets. He is expected to survive.
He's okay right now, but he came in from an interview yesterday, and that's when he heard shot and he started to get shot, which is not good. It's no good.
It happened just after 5 p.m. yesterday on 118th Avenue. Bullets shattered this rear window of a parked Jeep across the street, and a driver of a passing car drove through the gunfire but managed to escape unharmed.
He has no record. He does nothing wrong.
Again, investigators believe her son was an innocent bystander. They're looking into the possibility that this was part of a gang initiation. No arrests have been made.
We all agreed tonight, all of the speakers have agreed that America has a very serious problem. Not only does America have a very serious problem, but our people have a very serious problem.
In the 60s, our brothers and sisters were hanged. How could you gang bang? I never ever ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man.
That's the highest level since 1994. Even though gun violence impacts all communities, black people and those living in poverty suffer the most. Tonight, ABC 10's lead race and culture reporter Candace Redd explains why.
I have to be her voice, because if I'm not her voice, she'll become forgotten.
Jennifer Redmond continues to fight for justice after the loss of her 19-year-old daughter. Police say someone shot and killed Soraya Redmond at the Stone Creek apartment complex in Natomas on September 25th, 2020.
I can just imagine her screaming. And the sad thing is, nobody has said anything.
Police released this surveillance footage last year in April, showing a group of people possibly connected to the crime. To this day, the case remains unsolved.
My fear was always what could happen to my sons because they were black men. I never thought I'd have to worry about my black daughter.
I don't want no other parent to go through what I'm going through.
Lugenia Whiteside is a heartbroken mother, too. She says someone shot and killed her son, 17-year-old Deontay Whiteside, in front of their home in Elk Grove on June 23, 2016.
Sometimes I wonder, before things happen, like with my son, did they think about the effect it would have on me?
Police arrested and charged a group of 6 people in connection to the crime.
They shot a little girl after they shot my son. To cover up his murder. She lived, and so she was able to give them information that they needed to arrest the people.
Even though all communities face gun violence, some suffer more than others. The CDC says black people are at least 4 times more likely to be shot and killed than the overall U.S. population. They're also 12 times more likely than white people to fall victim to gun violence. In 2020, there were more than 19,000 gun homicides, with black people accounting for 61%. And white people, 20%.
Our country has failed to look at this as a public health crisis.
Gregory Jackson, who's with the Community Justice Action Fund, says racial disparities and gun violence exist by design.
We can't arrest our way out of this problem. We have to figure out how we can heal folks. This is not just as simple as racism. It's more about how the root causes are impacting and oppressing individuals and the number of risk factors that exist in a said community.
Some risk factors stemming from systemic inequities and structural racism include lack of economic, housing, and educational opportunities.
Just as much as we have to acknowledge the oppression that's happened, more importantly, we have to start to dismantle it.
Now, outside of dismantling systemic barriers in communities of color, advocates say more investment is also needed in community-based gun violence prevention.
Gun violence often impacts underserved and overlooked communities all across the nation. ABC 10's lead race and culture reporter Candace Redd is live in the newsroom tonight with more on how gun violence is a racial justice issue.
Chris, good evening to you. Well, nearly 40,000 people in the U.S. die from gun violence. This is every year, and that's more than 100 people each day. Well, data also shows people of color die more from gun violence compared to white people. And you know what? Black people top the chart.
Tragic is probably not even the word. I don't even know how to describe it.
America is facing a gun violence crisis, and it's not impacting everyone the same.
There's things like this happening all the time in our black and brown communities. We have teenagers getting killed on a daily basis, or, you know, a lot more than it needs to be happening.
Black people are twice as likely as white people to die from gun violence. That's coming from the CDC and data collected by the Giffords Law Center to Prevent Gun Violence. It shows black people are also 14 times more likely than white people to get hurt in a shooting. The Black Child Legacy Campaign is a nonprofit in Sacramento working to change those alarming statistics.
We have programs that have been in this community all over Sacramento, you know, the last 30 years, but we're not able to serve the way we would like to by being underfunded.
Kenneth Duncan with the group says they need more funding for intervention and gun violence prevention programs.
I'm pondering, like, what can I do as somebody in society, as an adult?
Cammie Wilson, who lives in an Upper Land Park housing complex, says gun violence is not unheard of in the predominantly black and brown community.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It's not even unheard of me growing up. And that's what's sad. We see more deaths sometimes in men who've been in the service, who went to serve.
That shouldn't be normal. It should not be normal for our kids to see, you know, death on a weekly or monthly, even daily basis.
Well, right here in Sacramento, gun violence prevention advocates say more needs to be done to help protect communities of color, people who look like me, especially the youth. Well, some grassroots organizations are already doing the work, and that include the Black Child Legacy, who you just heard from, and Advance Peace. Well, these sorts of organizations are looking for more funding, volunteers, and support overall. Chris?
Something needs to be done. It certainly gets your attention when she talks about these experiences are almost like folks are in a war zone with some of the things they've had to deal with throughout the year.
Top of the morning, man. Top of the morning. You know who it is, who it should be, aka J Cass. Better known now as who? Trucker J. Let me take a deep breath on this. You know, sometimes, and I mean a slight sometimes, I wish I wasn't black, man. As bad as I would never want to be no other race. But in this case, you see what I presented to you. In every hood in the United States, black men is the most detrimental to themselves. We kill each other at an alarming rate. Because, I mean, even back then when Spike Lee was making those movies, Clockers, it was a lot of gun violence back then. It's like we forget that those folks used to hang your ass from a tree, used to kill innocent women and babies, massacres all across the United States. Even here, even here in Georgia. These people mastermind, enslaved you, hit you with the Willie Lynch syndrome, and now they puppeteered your dumb, black, you know what, I'm trying not to curse no more, to kill yourself. Now see, I would respect the game if you wisened up and was going at somebody else, then yeah, all fair, you know what I mean, in love and war or whatever. But you killing yourself. And then these youngsters, Lord have mercy. I pray for the youth, man. Let me tell you something about JCast. That's why I post my receipts. So for the trolls that run their mouth, everything you see went through these palms. My mom died when I was 10. I found her dead. And after that, it was outside. Pops was at work. He didn't have time for me. I was off the porch early. I've been removed now 10 years from the streets, and it's been the best 10 years of my life. So I'm qualified to talk about this because I come from the bottom. 8 Mulford Gardens, Yonkers, New York. They tore my project down. My project was almost a mile long. Go to the Dipset video, the Dipset Anthem video, and you will see my project because they came from Harlem and they came to my project. That's just a little intro for the new viewers and whoever else. I come from it. But when I was outside, I was about survival and making. And I'm not even in the streets no more. This is what I was about, man. You heard? It's not a game. Truckers, we get money. Okay? I was about this. You see this? Huh? That's what I was about. That's what I was about. I wasn't about killing another brother. You heard? Now, if you violate, then I demonstrate. Of course, I'm going to defend myself. But what y'all fail to realize is look at the rap industry right now. Yo, I swear these pilgrims are so freaking genius, man. In the 90s, in the early 2G, we had a balance of positive and negative rap. Now, for the women's side, it's hoes, thoughts, shorts, cut off tops, twerking, ass out. All right? When I was coming up in the 90s and all that, in the early 2G, only thing we had, I think Facebook came out in what? 2009? 2008? We didn't have anything at the click of a button and could see what's going on. You either had to be there in the flesh or hear about it over the phone. But I swear these pilgrims are so genius. They not giving record deals to anybody. No more J. Cole's, Kendrick Lamar's, none of that. If you talking about blowing each other's top off, huh? Smoking on this one's grave and smoking on this one's body, you got a deal. You got a record deal. You got a record deal. You're doing their agenda, stupid. They like, hey, we'll give these ignorant pants hanging down to their ankles, want to kill and drill, we give them the record deals, right? And then they'll turn around and kill each other. And that's how we keep the black community population down. Or we'll send their ass to jail. Make it make sense. This the real make it make sense. Like I said, that dude, he rocking with the slogan. Salute to him. He got a bunch of subscribers. I hope they don't take his channel. I hope he don't make a mistake because they took mine. But if you go back in the history of JCast channel, I've been screaming make it make sense. So I'm making it make sense right now. Black people are the worst people on the planet. We the best race when it comes to music, swag, creativity, and stuff like that, which all the culture vultures steal from us. Huh? All the culture vultures, they steal from us and make money and profit off of it. While your stupid ass is in the hood every day killing each other. I wear my cousin. This is my mom Dukes. But my cousin got murdered 10 years ago when I first relocated to Georgia. And I couldn't go to his funeral because I just got my family out the hood. I just relocated. I was only here 3 months, and they killed my cousin in the hood in Yonkers, New York. And I couldn't even go to the wake because I already know as soon as I touch down, revenge is in my heart. Revenge is still in my heart, but they locked up everyone that did it. But the person that the beef was for, he's still floating around Yonkers getting high. He ran and left my cousin for dead. And they took their anger out on my cousin and stabbed my cousin 24 times to his death. You think I don't want revenge for that, man? So I had to stand down because I made it to my promised land. Yes, was I outside hustling? Yeah, I was. Did I take my last bag and get my family far away from the hood? Yes, I did. Did I have my CDL license to fall back on? Yes, I did, because life is chess, not checkers. I had my CDL way back in 2001, but I wasn't driving. But I knew once this street stuff fell off and I had to be a what they call that, a stand-up citizen, I knew what I had to fall back on was my CDL license. See, I'm gonna blame the parents because it starts in the home, because I know kids right now that's 14 and 15 and oblivious to shooting a gun. They go to school, they come home. Even my 2 daughters, they're grown now, 25 and 21. And then we got the 10-year-old, she's into basketball, and Eli is handicapped. But they are oblivious to shooting a gun. You understand me? Or anything that I had to go through coming up. I was forced to be outside because I didn't have no mother to guide me, and my father was always at work. You understand me? So I had no one to guide me but the streets. And I even knew better that I would not just go out here and blow somebody's damn head off. You see the videos that I presented to you. These kids are shooting. They're not even shooting right. They're shooting reckless, right? They hit the kid. Luckily, the kid survived. They hit him in the thigh. He was an innocent kid. This is the element that we dealing with now. So my best advice to you, because I swear to God, I see why these white folks, when they become cops, they are terrified when they got to go to the hood. Why? Because they live where I live. See, I got pilgrim neighbors all around me. They might not want my black ass in that neighborhood, but I keep my lawn cut. I keep my house looking good. And I abide by the rules, not blasting music, not acting crazy, and they don't bother me. Maybe they feel guilt because they used to hang us from trees back in the day for what, 100 years of slavery, 400 years of slavery and all that? Apartheid, can't drink from this water fountain, that water fountain. Is there still racism going on here in Georgia? Of course. But I'm already hip to it because I come from the north. So I spotted a mile away. They not fooling me. So I carry myself accordingly. I handle myself accordingly. You understand me? I give the same energy that a person gives to me. But I'm telling you, man, rap music is about to be destroyed if it ain't there already, because they're not giving a like how we had Will Smith, Queen Latifah, Moni Love, like positive rap, Public Enemy. There's none of that no more. Everything is drill, murder, kill. Do you not see? Do you not understand what they doing? Huh? They like, yeah, let's get them the record deals. Let's give them the chains and the cars. They're gonna turn around and rob and kill each other, and that's how they eliminate the black culture. I pray for my people, man. It's sad, but y'all never get it. The best advice I could give you, man, if you want your kids to grow up and be productive in society, is move away from the hood. And this is one field right here that all you have to do is obtain a CDL license. All you have to do is put down the weed. You understand me? Is weed more important than providing for your family? Let me tell you something about me, Jay Cass. I never used the drugs. I sold the drugs. Know the difference. I did it because I had to survive. We had nobody to call on. It was just me and the wife. She got her college degrees while she was in school. I had to do my shit to make sure things was maintained. And now the plan went into fruition. I'm an upstanding citizen. I work every day. I don't use drugs. I don't smoke cigarettes. I barely even drink. You understand me? But look how I'm living though. So I'm living proof that you could come from the mud. You could come from the ashes and rise like a phoenix. I'm proof. I'm living proof. But I have to blame the parenting. Because when you have bad parents, and I know a lot of single mothers that's parents and their kids are good. If you just let your kid run amok and go outside and act like a savage and an animal, guess what you're producing? A savage and an animal. What possessed these kids to just shoot at somebody? You see, the little girl got killed. The mom said she has 2 black sons that she was worried about, but yet she didn't think her black daughter was going to be the one to die. Why? Y'all don't have no street ethics. There was a code when I was coming up. If grandma in a wheelchair or there's little kids at the playground, you don't shoot, you stand down. I don't understand what's going on. But if I can help one person, this field right here, you can relocate because you drive to different areas. I drive to Tennessee. I drive to Alabama. You see different places. You can relocate with this field. All you have to do is obtain a CDL license. And you see, I'm living proof, man. I did it. Did I get my hands dirty? Of course. Who doesn't? Like, think about it. You got the Italian mob. You got the Korean mob. Who doesn't get their hands dirty to make it to their promised land? But this is maintaining my life. And I love it. Do sometimes the traffic get on my nerves? Do sometimes dispatch get on my nerves? Yeah, they do. Can I go out and get my own truck? Yes, I could. See, I'm smart too. Huh? I'll burn they shit down. You understand me? Before I go out here and get my own truck. I got a box truck sitting in my driveway right now. I just got to put a starter on it. I'm just being lazy. You understand me? I have a box truck sitting right there at my house. But it's no hope, man. I'm telling you, right now, we are the lowest class race, even though we create so much and we have hip hop and all this. We sorry, man. It's a shame. Like, I don't understand. All you have to do is click that YouTube button and you can see how these people cheated you and stole from you, took your land, your ancestors' land, and all that. That's who you should be freaking angry with. But nah, not you Negroes. You rather blow my head off. Like, see, like, look, if I had what I have right now and I lived back in New York, in the hood, oh, you'll want to kill me, rob me, put me in the dirt because of material items. That's why all them foreign cars, even though I still got a foreign car, I done had Benzes, Porsche, Range Rover. You see it. It's all in the videos. I don't have to lie about it. It's all there. That's why I documented my life. That means nothing. Your peace is everything. You're going to learn. You're not getting no younger. And this is another thing that baffles me. Why in the F would you put tattoos on your face? You see this face right here? Now, let me tell you something, man. I done had the best of the best. I done had the, man, let me tell you, boy, enough for 5 people, 5 males. I done had enough. I'm not putting no tattoos on my damn face. You understand me? My face too pretty for that. I'm not doing that. Don't you know when you do that, you can't get no job? You're not going to have a career? You think somebody going to want you in their office with tattoos all over your damn face? Make it make sense, man. I make it make sense over here. I hate what I see. I even hate myself for what I said. I would never want to be a pilgrim. I would love to stay what I am. But right now, we the scum of the earth. And that's just the facts. Not me. I'm not talking about me. My wife is Puerto Rican. So even her people can go. You can't even go to an outing. Did you see what happened at Patrick, what's his name? Mahomes and them parade? Who did the shooting? One dead. I think a couple other people shot. Negroes. I really thought it was like some mass shooting, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a pilgrim. No, it was a black person. 3 of them that did that. And they caught y'all dumbasses. Let me tell you something, man. If you want to raise your children, you got to move away. At this point, you can't be in no impoverished area. I know it's easier said than done, but this field right here can get you out the hood. I promise you. Because wherever you drive to, your family will be good. You get an apartment there to start. You understand? Your wheels are turning and your kids and your wife is at home safe, or your girlfriend is at home safe until y'all figure it out and make it happen. I know you don't want to move away from your family, but shit, nowadays, family ain't shit, to be honest with you. Let me tell you something, man. I pray for the youth. Y'all don't even know what it's like to go out and have fun. At least in the 90s and the early 2000s, we knew how to go out. You might get into a scuffle, but ain't nobody dying like that. And we get to have fun, dance, party. Y'all don't even do that. Y'all too busy in your damn phone with social media all the goddamn time. Man, when I was coming up, take your ass outside. That's what we had to do. We had to go outside. We didn't have no fucking social media where we up there all day and don't move and playing a video game all the time. Even though we had video games back then. But you know what I mean. I don't know, man. It's just, it's too far gone. And now rap music is going down the tubes. Because all they giving deals to is the drillers and killers. And there's a hidden agenda with that, man. Because you're completing the mission. They don't have to put the white sheet on no more with the holes. They leave it up to you, dumbass. Oh, they'll kill each other. Yeah, so we ain't got to do it no more, Becky. We'll just sit back and laugh. That's a damn shame. I'm glad I understand it and I understand it. And life is about progress, not regress. And I'm telling you right now, if you remain in that type of environment, it's a matter of time, man. You're going to lose a loved one. If you ain't already lost a bunch of loved ones, you know how it goes. It's a funeral every day. Are you tired of seeing the candles on the ground? Hey, I can't stress it. It's not my problem. And see, that's why when you have Jay-Z, Oprah, Tyler Perry, when these people become millionaires, they don't give a fuck because they made it out. They don't reach back to try to give you opportunities because they know how black people is. Just real talk. They should be almost done unloading this truck, and I'm going to keep it pushing. I'm going to keep adding on to my backyard with the pool and the bar. See, that's what it's about. At almost 50 years old, even though I turned 40 here in Georgia, I'm living the best life because I got away from the scum. You understand me? Even though in the hood I had a Benz sitting outside. Make it make sense. I had a Benz sitting outside and I'm living in the 3-bedroom apartment. Make it make sense. But now I got the home. Cars come and go. But now I have home owner. You understand me? On an acre of land. Just built a $10,000 top deck and added a $3,000 bottom deck with a bar. And we added more to it. That's what life's about. Because you're not promised tomorrow. So you could call me OG, old head. Well, guess what? I'm still prospering in life. And I'm doing damn good for myself for growing up without a mother that died when I was 10 years old and I found her dead. Applause to me. I still graduated high school. I was a star. 3 different high schools, dunking the basketball and the whole 9. Went to UCF, blew out my knee. Basketball is over. Now it's in the streets. Never been to prison. Knock on wood. If you violate my family, I'll kill your whole family. So yeah, I can go to prison. But I never been to prison. I still graduated high school. Oh, like, come on. 100, I gotta go.